Hello, fan base, and welcome to Bathtub Conversations. This is currently my relaxation space. The studio is pretty cluttered. I've got this washcloth here to discourage people from watching for inappropriate reasons. Anyway, on to today's topic, which has just been kind of circling in my head. Apparently, my father-in-law doesn't like Evanescence because they're too mainstream, which is a thought process I guess you can have in your 40s. Now, I'm not a well-known singer. I'm not even a particularly good singer anymore, and I don't really want to, come off like I'm picking on other more famous singers because that is really petty. But I am going to be honest. When I was like 15 or 16 and I did have a good voice, an operatic voice, I didn't like Amy Lee's vocal method. I was very much a musical purist at that age, and I thought that if you were going to sing, you should sound like an opera singer, basically. And I had that capability, I had that quality to my voice at that age. However, in my early 20s, I suffered several bouts of bronchitis, and I lost most of my range. And what I have left, I just kind of have fun with. I don't take my own music very seriously. If you've listened to any of my music, you can tell I put some effort into production, varying degrees of effort into the production of various songs and albums. And you can tell by listening to them which ones I really like, which ones I'm proud of, which ones I just kind of did just to do them. And as for Amy Lee, her voice is consistent, at least. And I've actually grown to really love Evanescence, really love their sound. I love what she does, what Amy Lee does. And it's just so strange to me that somebody can just dislike a band for being popular. I mean, I don't think my band's ever going to be popular or mainstream or, whatever people are saying. Look, I'm almost 30. I don't know what people are saying anymore. I don't know the cool terms. But ever since I started actually producing music, I've realized that pretty much everybody puts more work and effort into their production than I do, just because I am very disinclined to put more than minimal effort into anything. Like, I have a million projects, and it is definitely true that if you take on too many things, then the quality of them suffers, whereas if you're just doing one or two things, then you're probably going to do them really, really well. On the other hand, there's that saying, jack of all trades, master of none, but better than a master of one. Yeah, that does not apply to music at all. So I really like Amy Lee. I really like Evanescence. I like their sound. Now that I've grown out of my snobbish teenage hipster what have you phase, and they're honestly probably one of my favorite bands. Like, just without thinking, I put on, I think it was the Open Door album to soothe my baby when he was just all the way in a bad mood. And let's see, I listen to Fallen at work when I want to concentrate, the Fallen album, and I really like that new one, that orchestral sounding one. Oh, it starts with an S. I don't remember the name of it. I'm sorry, I'm a bad fan. But anyway, she works really hard. Her band works really hard. The production quality is excellent. Her voice has been consistently amazing for all these years. The first Evanescence song I heard was Bring Me to Life, and that was during Daredevil. Or it was in the promotion for Daredevil. I can't remember if it was in the actual movie, because when I saw the actual movie Daredevil, I was in a lot of pain from Uh, I had a muscle thing happening at the time, and it lasted through the whole movie, and I couldn't enjoy it because I was just crying. But I remember hearing the song on the radio, Bring Me to Life, a lot, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is so deep, I love it so much. And actually, if you'll notice, one of Crazy Lou's Box's songs, I think it's The Taste of Copper Rising, starts with a play on Bid My Blood to Run. It starts with Bid My Blood to Rise, which was actually written by Raspberry Tea, wrote that lyric. I think she actually wrote most of the lyrics for Taste of Copper Rising. And this was on high school, so obviously it's a play on Rise Over Run. We were super clever and creative back then, you guys, and unfortunately, I didn't know about online music production tools back in the 2000s, or my songs would sound a lot better than they do. I used to be able to play guitar and sing at the same time. I used to be able to read music and compose my own piano music. Unfortunately, I've had issues with multiple organs over the years, my lungs, my brain, my heart. It's been a mess, honestly. But I'm producing, and all I really have to say is that I do it because it's fun. I sell albums mostly just to see if I can, honestly. And I collaborate with some fantastic people who I really respect and who I'm surprised want anything to do with my band. Like, Patrick Lou has been phenomenal in terms of support. I think he's an Evanescence fan as well. I hope he is an Evanescence fan as well. And everyone I work with just gives me a new appreciation for music. And actually, one thing that Patrick and Madeline Lou are really good at, they're really good at background instrumentation. Actually, they're really good at instrumentation in general, and I just kind of hop along. And I can kind of sing, but it depends on whether it's a Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, how many virgins have been sacrificed, what the weather is, all these arbitrary things. No, it really just depends on how hydrated I am and if there's smoke in the air, because, of course, I live in California. Yeah. Anyway, thank you once again for joining me in this bathtub conversation about Evanescence and other musical ramblings. Thank you very much, and please tune in next time. Cheers!